Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? It's Sloshy Joshy back with another YouTube video. Today we're going to be doing the wide receiver rankings. So I'm going to be doing these and then tight ends tomorrow. And then that's it, I think. Oh, I'll be doing. I'm kind of too late, man, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I meant to get all these videos like a week ago or so. Because I know probably half of you have already drafted. But life's been crazy, man. What can I say? Two kids. I do what I can. But we're doing the wide receiver rankings, so let's get into it. So Jordan Addison. So he does have, I believe it's only a 2 game suspension. Is that correct? Chat, correct me if I'm wrong. I know it's 2 or 3. Um, that is the first 2 or 3 games of the week of the season. I mean, um, so that does hurt, right? You could start 0-3, and then he comes back, and you're like, well, it's a little too late. But I do like Jordan Addison. Right now he's going pretty late actually, as far as probably value goes. Again, we have a question mark at quarterback JJ McCarthy, which you don't really ever love either. But I think I'll go high C for now. He's definitely not a bad addition in the late rounds if you've already got your starting wide receiving group picked out and all that. So, Brandon Ayuk, um, not a big Ayuk fan this year. I would rather have Ricky Pearsall and Juwan Jennings than Brandon Ayuk. I think he's missing some games to start the season as well. Um, and then who knows, what role he's going to play when he gets back. So AJ Brown, I'll probably put him in A. I was going to say high B, but I think A, probably a lower A. He deserves to be an A. I mean, dude, the one thing I hate about AJ Brown, and I've said this in a mock draft, is that he's kind of like a boomer bust player in the sense that he'll get like 4 catches for like 30 yards one week and then like 10 catches, 200 yards, and 2 touchdowns the next. But whatever, we're putting him in low A. He's good. He's a great, great receiver. Um, so we're gonna put him there. Next up is the Sun God, Amon Ra. So he's an A receiver as well. I'd probably put him above AJ Brown, just because of the reception and the targets he gets. Excuse me. New offensive scheme. Ben Johnson's gone, so we'll see how that goes. But Amon Ra in a PPR is going to be my pick over AJ Brown every time. Is that Rashad Bateman? I think it's Rashad Bateman. Not very big on Rashad Bateman either. Honestly, I'd probably put him lower D than Ayuk. Um, Brian Thomas Jr. I'll put him right here. I had Brian Thomas Jr. last year as a rookie. He was phenomenal for me. And I don't really expect Travis Hunter to take away much volume there. If anything, he spreads the field even more. So I think Brian Thomas Jr. is going to eat again. Calvin Ridley. This is a slept on receiver in a late round. I love Calvin Ridley. I'm going to put him in the B right now. He's, Cam Ward's #1 receiver. And they don't really have much else in the passing game. The Titans do. Um, not much else to throw to. So I expect him to get a ton of targets. I think Cam Ward's going to sling it to him often. And they're going to be down often too. I don't really expect them to be very good this year. They're still in that rebuilding phase. But yeah, Calvin Ridley is going to get a lot of volume for sure. CD's an S tier. Fantastic receiver. Dak, if he stays healthy all year, he's probably a top 3 finish guaranteed. So, the volume and the yards. Again, I'm not worried about Pickens coming there and taking, volume from CD Lamb. I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah, we're going him with S. Chris Godwin is an interesting one. Oh, damn, you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to make the interesting stashes column. Let me do that real quick. Sorry. Oh no, I just messed up. Okay, I cleared it, but it was these two. Ah, damn it. Okay, here we go. Interesting. I'm just gonna do that. All right, let's keep going. So yeah, sorry, I'm not doing the color code and everything. Darnell Mooney, probably around here with Addison. Um, it really depends on Penix, and Drake London's obviously the alpha there, but I do think Mooney's a good receiver and a good receiver too. So I think he's still gonna get some good fantasy points. Probably a wide receiver three, if you're in a wide receiver three league or a decent flex option. But next is Chris Godwin. He's going to be one to interestingly stash. I don't. I've heard mixed reports with him. I've heard he's going to miss a good amount of time, and I've also heard that could be back in like 2 weeks. So I don't really know. Oh, excuse me, goodness, I don't really know what's going on with Chris Godwin. Um, and until we find out for sure, I'm gonna kind of put him in interesting stash because when he plays, he's gonna get work for sure. He's gonna get work. He's gonna get targets. And then we got Devontae Adams. Devontae Adams, I'm not a huge fan on this year, dude. To be honest, I'd take Calvin Ridley over Devontae Adams. I know that sounds crazy, but I just can't trust Stafford's back, and it honestly is dropping Puka's stock for me too. Even I know they have Garoppolo. Is that right? I think they do have Garoppolo. God, I'm kind of blinking tonight. Yeah, I think they brought in Garoppolo, which he has chemistry with Devontae, all of that. So I guess Garoppolo's not terrible if Stafford gets hurt, but I don't know. Can't trust him. Can't trust him this year. Still B tier though. Still better than the other guys. Debo, I kind of like this year. Not as a homer, but I would probably put Debo in low B. Low B. I think he's gonna get a lot of running work this year, especially with the B Rob trade. I actually think he's gonna get more running work because of that trade. Um, and I mean, he had one end around in the preseason game. He looked really good, looked pretty quick, got like 20 yards. And then, I'm expecting a lot of like screenplays to him and, whatever, bubble screens, all kinds of stuff. So I think Debo's going to be a bigger part of that offense than a lot of people think. So I'm going to put him at low B. Devontae Adams, or Smith, sorry. I'll probably put him low B. Never been a Devontae Smith fan. He's a interesting wide receiver, but he's not my favorite. DJ Moore would probably go high C. Not hearing much about DJ Moore at all. If he's the Amon Ra in the Lions offense, then I'm sorry, and maybe you should have drafted him earlier. But I think they're kind of grooming Rome Odunze to be the go-to guy. It just seems that I'm getting those vibes. Um, but yeah, DJ Moore's high C. Still think the Bears are going to be, much better on offense. Ben Johnson's a good offensive-minded coach, so I think that whole offense gets, their stock went up in the offseason for sure, just by default. Josh Downs, probably a with Danny Dimes, probably a D. Uh, Danny Dimes. I mean, I don't even have to go much into it at all. Agbuka? I like Agbuka this year. I'm gonna go a high C. I'm gonna go low B, dude. I really like Agbuka this year. I think he's gonna be a really good two to Mike Evans, who I will put in low A. Baker Mayfield, air raid offense. You'll love to see it. Buccaneers offense firing on all cylinders. Garrett Wilson, not a big Garrett Wilson fan. Justin Fields cannot throw the ball, but he is just a talented receiver, so you got to give him some props. So I'm gonna put him right here, mid C. Uh, George, is that a George Pickens? Oh no, that's a DK. See if I can find DK and Seahawks. Oh no, that's DK. So this is Pickens. Right, because they wouldn't have pictures of their new teams yet, obviously. Pickens I do like this year. I'll probably put Pickens low B as well. Um, gets a quarterback upgrade to Dak. Has CeeDee Lamb on the other side, so he's not even going to be facing the top corners anymore. There's going to be a lot of mismatches, I think, with George Pickens, opposite side of CeeDee Lamb. So I like I like George Pickens. T Higgins. I almost want to put him low A. I may, but for now we'll put him high B. T Higgins is elite. He's almost like a 1.5 receiver. He's only like I can't even call him a wide receiver too. Um, when he plays, they have the pass. Bengals have the most pass heavy offense, pass percentage wise, and they have an excellent quarterback of Joe Burrow. T Higgins, the only thing with him was last year he was battling a little injury bug. So hopefully, he's good all over that. High B, honestly, could make a case for low A, but we'll settle with high A. Travis Hunter, he is a very interesting one to me because I don't like that he's going to play both the sides in the NFL. It's just double the chance for injury, double the chance for wear and tear. So that aspect does scare me. Um, and I do think Brian Thomas Jr. is the alpha there, so I don't think he'll be putting up like massive numbers like people think. I think he'll be putting up like 700 yards, maybe somewhere in there, 800. We'll see. Hey, I could be way off again. But I'll probably put him in like high C, like right here. Just because he is a great, a great athlete, interesting, and an interesting offense. So we'll see what if if what's the guy's name? Liam, is it Liam Cohen? Liam, the coach, the new coach that came over there, from the Bucks. Duval, that guy. We'll see if he can unlock T Law in this offense. It's the point I was getting to. Sorry. Okay, Jamar Chase, number one receiver in fantasy football, and honestly, he should have his own tier. But dude's just insane. Um, Triple Crown winner last year. Honestly, could see it happening again. All right, who is this? Is it Jamal? Oh, that's Jameson Williams, isn't it? Okay, Jameson Williams, I maybe have like here, low B. Don't hate Jameson Williams, but he is kind of a home run threat guy. He's probably gonna get like 2 or 3, 4 catches max, and then he'll have his reverse plays and long touchdowns is where he thrives. So we'll see. I don't know. Um, Again, with this whole offense with Ben Johnson at the helm, who knows how they're gonna play? So who is this? Is that a tight end? I don't know who that is. Jaden Higgins. I'm gonna say it's Jaden Higgins, Texans wide receiver. I like him kind of late, but I'm not investing too much into him until I see more from him. Jalen Waddle, again, not a huge fan of Jalen Waddle. Probably put him like right here, low C. Um, the Dolphins are just weird, man. I don't trust them. Jaden Reed, probably here. Um, Packers. I always draft the wrong receiver for the Packers, and then they just don't have a one. And maybe it's this guy, Matthew Golden, which I probably have a little higher than Jaden Reed, but not by much. Like right there. Um, I don't know. I just never know who the one is, and Jordan Love just peppers it all over the field to all kinds of different people. But Justin Jefferson is maybe 3, but I'll probably put him at the 2 spot just because he's freaking insane with any quarterback he plays with. So JJ McCarthy, even if he kind of sucks, I feel like Justin Jefferson's still gonna eat. Um, this is probably the S tier right here. Jamar, Justin, and CD. Um, so that's probably our S tier completed. Those three are elite and probably should be in the first 6 picks in every draft. Um, Juwan Jennings. Like I said, I like him more than um, Ayuk, but not like spending a ton of capital on him, if you know what I mean. Jerry Judy. Excuse me, man. Ugh, terrible cough. I'm trying to get through this because my throat hurts and I'm a little sick, but trying to power through this. Jerry Judy, not a fan of any of the quarterbacks he's playing with, but he did have put up some crazy numbers with Jameis last year. So if he can get just a half decent arm to throw to him, I feel like he can actually put up some more points. But we're gonna put him in D for now, just because of the quarterback play. Jackson Smith and Jigba, I love this year. I'll probably put him in low A. Low A. I think he's gonna have a great season. Fantastic season. Keenan Allen, I don't think he's gonna be doing much in his. I don't know. I don't think. I think. I mean, I think I have a case for him for low C. Actually, did wait. Oh, okay, okay. We're gonna go here for C. Um, him and Herbert did play a year together, I believe, right? So they do have some added chemistry. Um, he's still a good receiver. Lad is going to be the one, right? And they didn't really bring in anyone else, if I'm remembering correctly. I know they drafted Trey Harrison like the second or third round, so maybe that's a guy who could compete with touches for Keenan Allen. But I think he'll be on the field a lot, and I think they're actually going to use him quite a bit. So he might get some good volume, but I'm probably going low C. Keon Coleman's an interesting one I like a lot too. I'd probably put him in C for now, over Golden. I think he's gonna be Josh Allen's number one this year, and I think his numbers are gonna go up for sure. Cooper Kupp, another interesting one. Probably put him like right next to Keenan Allen. Like I just don't know what their role kind of will be in the new offenses on the new teams. So I'm just gonna kind of put him in the middle of C for now. Lad, honestly, kind of want to put you low A. We might go high B, but I might put you above Mike Evans. Is that crazy? Right there. Lad McConkey's awesome, dude. He's so good. Justin Herbert's number one. Um, he had an insane end to this last season in the playoffs and everything. Go look up his stats. He's a dog. So I like him in low A. Probably a late second round, early third round pick. Great, great pick. Um, Xavier Legette. I don't know if I like him. I think Tet McMillan is going to take a lot of touches from him. So I'm gonna go probably like lowest C, dude. I don't know. Not a big fan of him this year. Hope he proves me wrong, but Drake London, that is gonna be right here. I think Drake London is gonna have a fantastic year, dude. Right behind Amon Ra. um, him and Penix had an amazing like last 4 games of the season. Go look it up. Go look it up. Go check my stats. DK, I am a fan of DK this year for sure. Let's see. Yeah, right here. From an high B, high B. Steelers number one, Rogers number one. Um, he's gonna eat. Jacoby Myers. I also like Jacoby Myers. I probably put him like low B. He did request a trade. I don't really know what's going on there, but he's always been a good receiver in PPR leagues. Excuse me. Marvin Harrison Jr. I'll put him in low B as well. Maybe above some of the right here. Evan Pickens. I think that him and Kyler could grow to a good duo this year. I am a little skeptical though, but we'll see. Is this Marvin Mims or it's Marvin Mims, right? No, no, no. Who is that? Am I tripping, dude? Damn it. All right, Michael Pittman. Honestly, I'm gonna avoid Michael Pittman this year, kind of for the same reason as Josh Downs. Just not loving it. Mike Neighbors. Oh man, part of me wants to put Neighbors in S, but I'm gonna go A. And we're gonna go highest A. I'm a big Neighbors fan, huge Neighbors fan. Which pains me to say it because I do love the Commanders, and he is a rival. Nakua, I'll probably put right behind him. Um, keep an eye on that Stafford injury. Might drop him down to maybe like behind even. Dude, it might drop him pretty far down this list. But just how Puka plays, I gotta feel like he's gonna catch anything, no matter who's throwing him the ball. 19. Who is this? Detroit Franklin? I'm gonna put you in F just because I don't know. Is that Nico? Yeah, Nico Collins. Probably putting him right here. Boom. Right behind Drake London, right in front of Brian Thomas Jr. C.J. Stroud's number one. Oh, I mean, like, I could probably put him in higher up, to be honest. I probably could put him in front of these guys. He's amazing when he plays. He got a little banged up last year, I think, but um, other than that, he's been fantastic. And him and CJ have true chemistry for sure. Rome, I think he's gonna take a leap this year. I'll probably do him a low B too. So I think he's gonna be the number one target. Not DJ Moore. It's just kind of a take I have. So I like Odunze in that new Benjamin, but yeah, in the as that new wide receiver one in that Ben Johnson offense. Chris Olave, Spencer Rattler throwing it to him. C, low C. Not really psyched to take him. Same with Rashid. Rashid Rice. So he got a 6-game suspension today. That honestly probably knocks him down a tier. Um, I mean, when he plays, you can make a case like high B, low A, dude, right? Like if he's playing the whole season, I'd probably have him like low A or high B. But because of that suspension, I'm gonna put him in high C. He is a great like if you got like two or three wide receivers already and your team's like kind of established and you want to take a shot as like your first bench guy, then Rashee Rice is a good pick because he's gonna come back and put up numbers for sure. But 6 games is hefty, dude. It's about half the regular season almost. So yeah, that's gonna be a big loss. So that's probably knocks him down a tier. But he is a great player. Ricky Pearsall, probably have him in high C for now. Again, a ton of potential with this guy. I've heard like whispers that he's going to be the number one this year, and we'll just see what happens there. I'm not too certain of the workload between him and Jennings. Ayuk is missing some time, so that only elevates Pearsall's stock as well. Um, Shakir, probably like right behind Keon Coleman. They're just a weird, like these guys. The Bills in general are just weird. They don't have like reliable wide receiver stats, or it's like Kincaid one week, Keon Coleman the next week, Shakira the other week. It's kind of crazy. Um, Diggs, I actually like Diggs on the Patriots, bro. I'm gonna go low B. I think he's getting taken way too late right now, so capitalize on that. Um, I could see him putting up really good numbers with Drake May. Cortland Sutton, I'm gonna go right here, right behind DK. Cortland Sutton's a fantastic wide receiver. Him and Bo Nix have pretty good chemistry going into the second year of that. So only expect his numbers to go up in Sean Payton's offense. Scared sir, that's that boy. Scared sir. That's about as I put him in A. I'll put him in high B. The homer in me wants to put him in low A. You know what? Well, fuck it. Trey McLaurin's a fantastic receiver. Number one contested catches last year. Number two in touchdowns last year behind only Jamar Chase, I believe. Stat check me, comment me, prove me I'm wrong. Um, so yeah, got paid. Jaden's number one again. You know, still think he's getting force fed the ball like crazy. Ted McMillan, I love Ted McMillan as well. Probably put him like right here, dude. To be honest, boom. Might be a little too high. No, it's fine. Yep, I like it. New number one in Carolina. Bryce Young had a really strong into last year. Um, and yeah, I think he's gonna get a good amount of volume, big target, gonna do a lot of red zone work. So see him putting up good numbers. Tyreek, another person that people are sleeping on for some reason. Tyreek will go right there. Again, not a huge fan of the Dolphins and Tua at all, which I think will hinder Tyreek's numbers a little. I could see him getting traded this year to a contender team if the Dolphins start out like really bad. Could definitely see him getting moved. He's already kind of barking at him in preseason, so who knows how that's gonna go. But yeah, still fast as hell, still very talented, and could be unlocked on a good team if he goes the right place. Wandale Robinson, kind of a PPR demon actually, but for the sake of this, probably put him like um, right here maybe. Yeah, but yeah, I mean Neighbors is number one for sure. Robinson did get a lot of catches though. um, Xavier Worthy. Hmm. With the Rashee Rice suspension, I would probably put him. Oh my God, what happened? Right here. I think that like if you have the choice between these two, like take Xavier Worthy because he's gonna play. Um, but yeah, I'll put him in high C. No, I'm gonna put him in low B. Um, yeah, Worthy's fast as fastest player in the NFL, probably one of them. Um, and has Mahomes throwing it to him. You know what? Yeah, right there. All right. Zay Flowers, another kind of sneaky good one. He is a wide receiver one, and he's going behind like wide receiver twos in fantasy. It's kind of crazy. Um, but yeah, I could see he gets good work in. But yeah, that's the list. Let me know what you guys think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate you guys for watching. And that's the wide receiver rankings. Peace.